Kathy Garver, and we read one of the scenes together, which they recorded. And I remember Dennis Marks came out. Dennis, rest his soul, he passed away several years ago, was our producer. And he was a wonderful, wonderful gentleman. He came out and he said, "This is our team, you're our guys, so we're gonna do the show." And I was like, holy cow. It's gonna be Frank Welker, Kathy Garver, and me. Wow. So on the way home, I'm like, okay, this is really spooky. I gotta do this now. Now, I had training as an actor, but I had never, ever, ever done a cartoon series before. I didn't know how to do it, really. I mean, I was just approaching it as an actor. So, and I knew there were techniques and stuff involved that I didn't know anything about. So, and then it occurred to me, I said, wait a minute. I got the best voice actors in the world standing on either side of me. I got Frank Welker here. All you gotta do is do what Frank does. If Frank is loud, you be loud. If Frank is soft, you be soft. Simple. So now I'm feeling pretty good. A week goes by, and I run into a friend of mine. And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry about Spider-Man." I said, "What?" She said, "I'm sorry about Spider-Man, you didn't get it." I said, "What do you mean I didn't get it? The producer came out and said that we were the team and I was the Spider-Boy." And she said, "Yeah, but I did a guest role on the first episode last week and this other guy was doing it." And I went home and called my agent and he said, "Oh yeah, I didn't want to call you and tell you, but they decided to pass on you and go with somebody else." Let's go on all together. Oh, very nice. But I took it philosophically, as you do as an actor, because you don't get many more roles than you do get. So I thought, well, you know, I came darn close, and that's pretty good for a beginner. I'd never done this before. Pretty cool. So then I wept under the bed for about a week and a half. Oh. These are good. Anyway, a week goes by again. My agent calls me and says, "You're doing Spider-Man." And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. They took the role away from me, but they're going to give me a guest role on the show. And he said, no, you are doing Spider-Man. I said, no, this other guy's doing it. He said, no. Network decided that they don't like him after all. They want you instead. Now remember, I've never done this before, but it's cool because I got Frank next to me. Okay, so I'm good. Well, they'd already recorded the episode, so all they needed was my line, so I was the only one there. In this big studio, with the director and the producer behind these glass booth, with me standing in a microphone with a script on a music stand, not knowing what the hell to do. And thank God for Alan Dinehart, who was our director. He directed the first 13 episodes of that show. He talked me through it, and he was unmerciful with me at the same time. It was a harrowing experience. I did all my lines, as they say, discreetly, and then they dropped my stuff in. And it all seemed to work. But that's the type of stuff that happens in Hollywood. You have it, you don't have it, you have it again. It's rags to riches to rags. So that's my Spider-Man story. Everybody applaud now.